Ooga chaka ooah ooah. 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 Ooga chaka ooah ooah.
I can't stop
Ooga chaka
believing
ooah ooah. Ooga chaka
that
ooah
you're in
ooah.
love with
Ooga chaka ooah
me.
ooah.
Hooked on a feeling. Ow! Hello and welcome. Guess who is back? DCompose. Woo! In the house. All right. As you can tell by the shitty rendition of the song I just did, this is the review for Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo! So, without further ado, sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. Hello and welcome to my Guardians of the Galaxy review. So, for those of you out there who know how I review films and that, I'm going to give you a whole shitload of spoilers here. So, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, I would suggest you turn this off now. If you don't care about spoilers, then let's continue on. Guardians of the Galaxy. If someone would have told me 10 years ago they're going to make a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I would have been like, what the fuck, why? Why would they do that? Why would they make a Guardians of the Galaxy movie? To me, it would make no sense. Because, let's face it, they're in comics, they weren't really a hit. And so I was like, I don't really get it. But you know what? This film is a testament to what Marvel Studios can do. They are amazing. They took a C-player comic, like Guardians of the Galaxy, which they did reboot and that, they did restart because of the movie and all that, so they restarted it and it's actually been good. But let's take like the old Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. They took a comic that was like a C-player and did a movie that was absolutely fantastic. Oh my god, I'm sweating. The movie was awesome. It blew my mind. It was so good. The perfect mixture of funny, of comedy, of, drama, of action. It was all in there. It was awesome. And for those of you who are like, well, everybody puts Avengers as the benchmark, as the bar, and where does it stand against Avengers? We all know all the Marvel movies don't quite live up to Avengers. And you know what? I'm going to go on record here saying that Guardians of the Galaxy is as good as Avengers. And the only reason why I might like Avengers a little more than Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's to no fault of Guardians of the Galaxy at all, because the film is flawless. It's nothing wrong with that movie. It's just that as a kid, I have more sentimental attachment to Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, these characters, than I do to the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I didn't really ever read. So that's the big nitpick. That's it. It's nothing against Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just, if it wasn't for me, the kid inside of me that loved those characters as a kid, the Avengers, those Marvel characters, then I would probably be like, Guardians of the Galaxy is the better movie. And it might just well be, but I have to, it's as good, so I'll equal it. I can't put it on top just because, for me, the passion I have for the other characters. But it is a fucking great movie. If you haven't seen it, get out there and watch it. By far the best movie I've seen this summer. And like I said, definitely on par with Avengers. So it's even better than Captain America the Winter Soldier, which I absolutely love. This is better. Rocket Raccoon was fucking awesome. Bradley Cooper did an excellent job. The character was super funny, yet not funny at times, yet really serious, dramatic. He had a bit of everything, and listen, when you were a kid, When you were younger, even in your adulthood, what do you learn about fucking raccoons? What do raccoons do? Seriously, what do raccoons do? They fuck around with your garbage and they fucking give you rabies. That's all you know about raccoons, that's it. And then somewhere along the line, we were kind of taught some raccoons are cool, you know what I mean? Like Super Mario or Burt Raccoon. They're okay, you know what I mean? They're cool raccoons, but the rest of them, no, fuck them. They're gonna eat your trash and give you rabies. Rocket, though, totally different. Rocket's kind of like the Planet of the Apes, but in a raccoon form. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, we've got a raccoon, the fucker can talk, he can walk upright, give him a gun, let's see what happens. So, absolutely love the character. And I love Star-Lord, I love Gamora, you know, they were interesting too. Star-Lord kind of reminds me of a Han Solo-ish type character, always cool. Gamora kind of the bitch that don't take shit, which is cool. One character that actually really surprised me, okay, because, you know, Dave Bautista, no offense against Dave Bautista, I'm a fan of him in wrestling. Like, I went to Guardians tonight and I wore a fucking t-shirt here. I don't have a Guardians t-shirt, so I had to wear a t-shirt with Batista on it. And believe it or not, this little skin and bone guy right here, this is supposed to be Batista from Evolution. So, Batista here was on my shirt. In wrestling, in the ring, I'm always, you know, his promos, he kind of slips up sometimes. He talks, and he gets mixed up in what he's going to say and stuff like that. And I don't know, I was kind of iffy about him and the whole acting thing and how he would do and all that. But the guy was fucking amazing. Dave Bautista, you have proved me wrong. You did a fucking great-ass job. The character was awesome. I love the character. I love it, the fact that he's just super serious. Doesn't know anything about joking. Everything is taken literal, and it's fucking hilarious. So Drax is a great character. I was really surprised. Also surprised by Groot. I knew the verbiage wouldn't get really over I am Groot, except for the We Are Groot. I knew that we weren't going to hear much from him. But fucking just through what he does, his facial expressions and all that, for fucking Tree, conveys a lot of emotion, conveys a lot of, you know, he smirks in that, it's funny at times, you know what I mean? Just kills like 30 people. Batista, or Drax has a smile on his face and Groot has a smile on his face. It's just funny. So the movie had a lot of humor, but it wasn't over the top, and the humor was actually really well played. And it was a great galactic battle. It was like big. It was great in 3D. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to say right now, Michael Bay should go out and watch this movie right now and learn how to make a fucking sci-fi that actually has story and heart, because I don't think the guy can do it, at least not from what I've seen. Transformers, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He could learn a lot from this. You know what? There's a lot of explosions in this one, Michael, and the movie's still good. So you can have both. You just gotta learn how to work it. Yeah, and all the extra characters that we get in there, awesome. Just awesome. It was cool to see the Collector. It was cool to see Ronan. And it was cool to see... Oh, we're already in spoilers, right? Doesn't really matter. I can do spoilers. Great to see Thanos, finally, after all this fucking time. Ever since Avengers, I've been waiting to see Thanos. It was awesome to see him there. And cool thing, it's still following, you know, it's following Infinity Gems storyline, because that's what's going on. Infinity Gems are out there. So hopefully by Avengers 3, Thanos will have the Infinity Gauntlet. And yeah, he'll fucking wreak havoc, and it'll be awesome. Again, it's a fantastic movie. The soundtrack is awesome, as you saw in my intro. Not quite doing justice to the awesome mix, but the soundtrack was great. A lot of cool songs on it, which is great. And I love the fact that it ended with Jackson 5, which is great, because I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. And the after credit scene is pretty neat. It's not what I expected. I expected to set up another movie. It's not what I expected. Because when I saw the Collector there, I'm like, Collector, it looks just kind of beat up. What's going to happen here? You know, drinking fucking some kind of space martini, and then, holy fuck, it's Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is drinking a space martini. And it was fucking great to see. I loved it. I really hope they do another Howard the Duck movie. You know, gotta erase that old one and get a new one out there. It'd be really cool. The Nova Corp, all there, Nova Prime, all that was really cool too. There's a lot of stuff going on in the movie, and even though we weren't able to get the Skrulls because of Fantastic Four, we're still able to keep with the whole Avengers and keep the Kree in there, which was good. So the movie again is awesome. It is as good as Avengers. If you're looking at it from the broader prospect, it's as good as Avengers. Some people might even say it's better than Avengers. It is as good as Avengers. I just enjoyed Avengers a little more just because of, you know, my love of the characters. But definitely the Guardians of the Galaxy characters will grow on people really quickly. And this is a movie for anyone who wants to go out and have a great time at the theater, have some good laughs, see some good emotion, and have a fucking great 3D experience. Go out and see Guardians of the Galaxy. So until next time, guys, take care. Later.